Callum, and Porterfield! Oh, Porterfield has scored!
A block by Tommy Wright Phillips again, and Sunderland contract trophy aloft for the second time.
Hello, how we are getting on? So we're back again with another video. Busy time of the year, games are coming thick and fast. Back with a match preview of our game on Saturday, where we are down at Swansea City. But just to recap on the Bristol City performance on Tuesday night, I already said if you hadn't seen the review video, the link's on screen now if you want to watch it. A very, very poor performance, especially second half. We were very slow, very lethargic, and losing Tommy Watson kind of put the mockers on the performance. I thought we weren't great before he went off, but we were even more slow, and we had not much attacking threat when he went off injured. The substitutions again from Regis Lebris, not good enough. He's reactive rather than being proactive. Needs to make them changes before Bristol City score. If he does that, then we might win the game, but rather than do that, he waits till something happens before he then makes a change, which to me is not the sign of a forward-thinking manager. So for me, that needs to change, and needs to change quick. You need to manage the game better when you see things are not working, and we need some more energy in the side. You need to change things and do it a lot quicker than the 79th minute. On that as well, about energy, me on here, I always speak as I find, and I'll hold my hands up when I'm wrong. But on Tuesday night, we missed Luke O'Nien. I've battered Luke O'Nien on here for months and months about him not being a centre half. But when he's not on the side like last night, then you miss that energy. You miss him bringing out the ball from the back. Excuse me. Like you see, he brings that energy to the side, and we missed that last night. It was slow and ponderous from the back, with at times Ballard and Mackem getting in each other's way. Excuse me. So, I'll talk about the team selection in a bit and where I think Luke O'Nien might fit in at the weekend. But Swansea then are managed by Luke Williams. He's 43-year-old. He was born in London. He's had a bit of a varied and wide career in football, to be honest. He stopped playing at the age of 19 due to injury. He started coaching at Leyton Orient and then West Ham. He went to Brighton as part of their under-21 setup. In 2015, he was appointed Swindon town manager. Then he went to Bristol City as under-23 manager. Then he was appointed assistant head coach to Russell Martin at MK Dons in 2019. He was then appointed assistant manager again to Russell Martin at Swansea in 2021. He then went to be head coach at Notts County in 2022. And he led them to the Football League in his first season. They got promoted, breaking all sorts of records, including the most wins and most points in a season. And in 2024, he returned back to Swansea as the head coach. But his record overall looks like this. So, like I say, Swindon, 2015-2017, played 75 games, won 20, drew 22, lost 33, a win percentage of 26%. Notts County, 83 games, 48 wins, 16 draws, 19 defeats, a win percentage of almost 60%. And then from Swansea, January this year, 44 games, 16 wins, 10 draws, 18 defeats, and a win percentage of 37%. So overall, in his career so far, he's got a win percentage of almost 42%. And I didn't really notice him that much, but he's one of these managers who just quietly gets on with the job, and he clearly does a good job. So that season with Notts County, fantastic for them, got them back in the Football League. I think them and Wrexham at the time had a great season. Now Swansea currently sit in 9th place in the league, 10 points and 5 places below us. They've played 20, they've won 7, drew 6, lost 7, they've scored 21, conceded 19, got a goal difference of +2, and they're sat on 27 points. They are currently on a decent run of form as well. They are unbeaten in 4 games, winning 2 and drawing 2, including that was the beat Plymouth 2-1 away on Tuesday night. They do struggle at home though. At home this season, they're in 16th place in the home form table. They've played 9, won 3, drew 4, lost 2, scored 12, conceded 9, got a goal difference of +3, and only took 3 points 13 points out of a possible 27 at home this season. Something that we will be looking to build on and see if we can get back to winning ways on Saturday. Top players then. So captain Matt Grimes, leading by example, is their top rated player this season, along with Harry Darling, the defender, and Ben Cabango. Goal scorers, Liam Cullen has got 5 goals. Zan Pitonic has got 3, and Matt Grimes has chipped in with 2 as well. And assists, you can see Ronald, the midfield player, has got 4. Miles Pied-Havers has got 3, and Josh Timon has got 2. So they are going to be a difficult side to beat. Like I say, they're on a decent run of form. They've got some good players. From what I remember seeing from Swansea, they like to play some decent football. When I've seen Notts County play previously as well, they played some good football. So it's never going to be an easy place to go to Swansea and get a result. But like I say, hopefully this poor home form, if we can get on the front foot and try and get an early goal, the fans get on the back, and that'll kind of put them under a bit more pressure. But it all depends on how we start the game. Now for me, changes had to be made on Saturday. I think it was quite clear for everybody to see that Chris Rigg needs a rest. He looked absolutely knackered on Tuesday. He made a few errors. He got himself booked and just looks leggy. And like I said in my review video of Bristol City, we're in danger of doing the same we did to Chris Rigg than what we did to Job last year. Overplaying and burning out. You end up getting poor performances, and the whole team suffers as a consequence. So, Regis Lebris has to look at that and has to factor that in and give him a couple of games. We've got a busy period coming over Christmas. Rest him for a couple of games and get him back for over the Christmas and New Year period, refreshed and round to go again. Wilson Isidore as well looks like he suffered a bit of a form dip. I criticised him on Tuesday for going down off the ball or going down too easy under a challenge. Instead of fighting for the ball, when he loses the ball, he seems to chuck himself on the floor and just appeal to the referee. He needs to be a bit more physical. He's a big lad. He needs to be stronger in the tackle. He scored some great goals this season, but the last couple of games he hasn't really offered very much, and that's also largely because the final balls as well that have been put in the box haven't been good enough as well. But I think Wilton Isidore could benefit for a spell out of the team as well. So based on that, like I said, O'Nien, we missed him. I think O'Nien might come back into the side on Saturday. We did really miss that energy and that building up from the back on Tuesday night. So the team I think we might play on Saturday could look at this with Anthony Patterson in goal. A back four of Trey Hume, Chris Mepham, Luke O'Nien and Dennis Serkin. In midfield, Dan Neil, Job, Milan Alexic. With the 3 up front will be Patrick Roberts, Adil Elshish, depending on if Tommy Watson's fit, and Elijah Mayenda up front in place of Wilson Isidore. I think Elshish, I know he's been told apparently that if he can find a club in January, then they might move on elsewhere. But at this moment in time, we've got Romain Mundle out, Tommy Watson potentially out. Elshish done quite well when he came on Tuesday, so why not throw him in and see how he gets on. That will be my team. I think we might go with, but non-Regis Lebris will probably not make any changes and keep the same team. But we'll have to wait and see. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below of who you would pick, what changes would you make. I know the controversial one is Luke O'Nien and dropping down Ballard. But, I just think that just based purely on Tuesday's performance, we missed him. And Dan Ballard probably wasn't at his best. So, it's good to have that competition for places, and you might just be able to play certain players for certain games. Now, I'm a believer to have a settled side and a settled back four especially, but I don't know, I just think in these situations where you've got to play when you need to bring the ball from the back and you need that energy, then, Luke O'Nien's the boy for that. So, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Now, our head-to-head record against Swansea isn't the best. Swansea have not lost in 6 games against us. They've scored first in 5 of the last 6 games. There's been more than 2.5 goals in 5 of the last 7 games as well, and there's been more than 4.5 cards in 4 of the last 5 games. So, tend to be a bit of a spicy affair. Loads of tackles, quite a few goals. Having said that, last time at Swansea, it was Swansea 0, Sunderland 0. But Swansea played with 10 men for 60 minutes of that game when Charlie Patino was sent off for 2 bookings early on, and Anthony Patterson saved a Jamal Lowe free kick. So, our record down there isn't the best. Travelling down to Wales, we always seem to do really poorly. And Swansea scoring the first goal in 5 of them last 6 games, so we need to change that. Now, score predictions, playing away might do us the world of good. You know, after Tuesday, if we're freshening the side up, I can see us taking 3 points. I really can. On our day, we can beat anybody. The Sheffield United performance last away game where we should have won the game and got nothing. We need to be more clinical. We need to start taking these chances. And if we can do that, I can see us coming away with 3 points. I'm going to go for Swansea City 1, Sunderland 2 to get 3 points in Wales and keep in touch with the top 3 in the table. Now, nobody predicted a draw on Tuesday night, so it's as you were in the score competition, with John Ruddock still leading the way on 32 points, Peter Smith on 28, Mel Lacey 27, Gary Dunn, Kenneth Allen, Ray Knight on 26, along with Tim the Minion, and Chris Carter-Jackson's got 24. Now, the current league table looks like this. Now, this is obviously before the games have been played on Wednesday night. So Leeds are top of the league, played 21-12, drew 5, lost 3, they're on 41 points. Sheffield United played 19-1-12, drew 5, lost 2 on 39 points. Burnley played 20-1-10, drew 8, lost 2 on 38 points. We are in 4th, played 21-10, drew 7, lost 3 on 37. Blackburn were really surprising people this season, won again last night. Away at Sheffield Wednesday, played 19-1-10, drew 4, lost 5 on 34 points. And Middlesbrough, who suffered a setback at Leeds last night, are in 6th place, played 21-9, drew 4, lost 7, and they're on 31 points. So that top 6 is starting to take shape. And the bottom teams below us, Blackburn, have caught us now. If they win at the weekend and we get beat, they'll be level on points for us. We had a 5-point gap over them at one stage. So, you know, we need to start getting this run back together and starting getting back to winning ways. Other games at the weekend that concern us. So, Leeds are away at Preston on Saturday afternoon, 12:30 early kick-off. Blackburn are at home to Luton on Saturday afternoon. Middlesbrough are at home to Millwall, who Neil Harris has announced he's going to step down after the game on Saturday, so it's going to be his last game in charge. Sheffield United are at home to Plymouth. You'd think that will be a gimme, 3 points for Sheffield United, but as Burnley proved last night, you know, they couldn't beat Derby at home. It was a 0-0 draw, so in football anything can happen. You know, we are at Swansea. Watford are playing West Brom, and Norwich are at home to Burnley. So they are the games that are affecting us this weekend. But submit your score predictions in the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are on the team. What would you do to change things round? Would you make any changes at all? And how do you think we're going to get on? But if you don't mind, like I always say, please like and share to the channel. Subscribe, you know, hit that subscribe button now. It'll cost you out. We are trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. We're 3,500. We're getting there. Keep on hitting that subscribe button. If you're new and a returning viewer and you haven't subscribed, please hit that button now. It'll cost you out, and it'll help us get the numbers out and get it out to other Sunderland fans around the country and all over the world. But watch out for the match review coming out, where hopefully we've done the business against Swansea and took 3 points. But until the next time, thanks for watching, take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-ra.